and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. This is Tony Pollard. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Tony Pollard. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They are led out by their 27-year-old quarterback, a two-time Pro Bowler. It's Dak Prescott.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a 2nd-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Eagles.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus? Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Pollard. Now a increase here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They clinched the top spots of the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
The numbers for Sanders last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And that is incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it's 3rd down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Bird sets up to throw it. The quick slant caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. No! Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Pollard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't got a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 7.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. 3rd and long for Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
10-yard.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work from Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. On first down from Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the points that they just had against them.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for a Cowboy.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken
He
down.
got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Eagles 16.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Down at the 14-yard line.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Intended for Dalton Schultz.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 20.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Being chased out left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
A first down carry by Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And he's got it up and through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. It didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and it just locked people down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 7 yards to pick up there.
Dalton Schultz. A 7-yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
27-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Zerline on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get him, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Sanders, the ball
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Coming Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Fulgham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now Pollard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
42-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Able to shake him off. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to get
someone assigned to how did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Another run with Sanders. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Back to throw here. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Aldon Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
14-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
at the 6-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And the pressure gets to him again.
Dak Prescott sacked.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And that will be incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Cowboy field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Makes the score Eagles 21.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts.
Hurts pass.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On first down, Sanders. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Pollard. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence. Because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 42.
Looking to throw. Prescott got some real estate inside the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Zerline good with a PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Zerline.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. They go play action with Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Caught by the tight end Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11 on the play.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back now in Arlington, it's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now a second down and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Cowboys' 6-yard
Hurts. Forced down to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Third down.
Now a carry for Sanders. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Cowboys 23.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Dalton.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first and 10, Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It leads to second and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
To C.D. Lamb. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third down.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have on front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
On the play.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Third down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Eagles 31, Cowboys 23.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in without him. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line. It's a
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Sean Lee.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Sanders on 1st down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 42.
Sanders, the ball.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Pollard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 9. A minute 55 remaining. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it first and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And at this stage, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Javon Hargrave in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete.
30-yard line.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
30-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yards to go.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And with whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount.